Pineapple. Oh, one of the best fruits.
Okay. Spaced Out the Podcast, episode 9.
9.
It's been a minute since the last episode we had David on. And I've done a couple what's crack-a-packin' since then. But yeah, we're back. We just came from a town-wide garage sale. And I was mentioning to you that it's funny how there's only a one-letter difference between the words garage sale and garbage sale.
Yep.
Yeah, it's we did a lot of walking, found a lot of crap, a lot of in and outs, a lot of baby clothes.
A lot of treasures, too.
You found some treasures. Yeah, I found some treasures. We found some treasures.
There was some stuff that I was very tempted on getting, but I decided not to. It was a retro barbecue I thought was pretty dope.
Retro barbecue, yeah, never. And then there was a lot of comics that I could have looked through. I just didn't have the time. It was dark and hot in there. And
very stuffy.
Yeah, it was
taxidermied animals everywhere too, which was
I did not see those.
There were skulls and a little bit of
taxidermy. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was gonna grab this is great. I'll have to do some editing.
Are you gonna be editing?
I don't know yet.
You just can't wait to dig into your new toy, though, hey?
My laptop.
Yeah,
I can't wait. Yeah, I just got a new laptop, so I can't wait to use that and learn how to edit. And I know that'll be good. So what has all happened in the world? We have no notes. What has all happened in the world? Let's get nicer out.
Finally.
Yeah, can you think of anything? Do you got anything that you...
They found 12,000-year-old dice.
Really?
Yeah, they were made out of hoof bones, which they're already kind of square. And yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting that mankind has been gaming for that long.
Really?
Yeah.
Hoof bones.
Yeah.
Well, and there's, I guess, there's probably been proof and sightings of gambling going back millions of years.
Yeah.
How old were these dice?
I'm pretty sure they said 12,000 years. Maybe it was 12,000 BC, which would make it 4,000. Let me give it a quick look here.
Got the tropical vibe Celsius today.
12,000 years, it says, yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I've been looking into some, like, there's apparently craps. When you play craps, like, that's where you throw the dice. It's in like the tables like this, and it's got a wall around the edge, and you throw the dice. And apparently, if you take Elmer's glue, like the white paste, and you put a little bit on your fingers, and then when you grab the dice, you make sure you put it on the opposite side. You hold them on the opposite side of the number you want it to land on, because when it rolls, it'll stop. I was watching this video on like gambler tricks and scams and whatnot, like street scams, like 3-card money and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool. Loaded dice, you grind off you round out the edges of whatever the opposite side that you want it to land on.
Okay.
So it'll roll over, or the next one. So it'll roll and it'll stay on that with the dice up. Are you a big gambler? Have you ever gambled at all?
No, I have not. I've played a couple, friendly games of like, I don't know, $20 pot. Yeah.
Poker, Texas Hold'em.
Yeah. It's fun, but I'm not a lucky person. So, I'd love to try playing blackjack one day. When I was like a teenager, they had fake blackjack tables at Grad. That was fun.
Or penny carnivals. Did you ever go to penny carnivals as a kid?
No.
Usually
I don't think so.
Youth groups or schools would have them, and it's like penny play that back when we had pennies, abundance of them. Did you ever collect coins or anything like that, or do you still have pennies?
I have a peanut butter jar somewhere full of mostly pennies. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then
you never thought of cashing them in?
No, not really. Maybe one day.
A couple bucks.
Yeah. Who knows? If I live to be in my 80s, they might be worth something then. Probably
Pennies.
not.
There's maybe some old ones, some old Indian head pennies, or what was the Indian? Yeah, Indian head. It had like an Indian head on it. Indian head penny.
Really? That must be an American thing.
No, I thought it was Canadian.
Okay.
Canadian, like from like 1800s or 70s or whatever. When was the penny invented? I don't even know.
When I was a teenager, they discontinued the $2 bill in, I think, year 1999.
With the robin on it.
Yeah. And because they discontinued it, I held on to an old $2 bill. Well, my mother found it and she decided to put it in her money collection because I wasn't responsible enough. And then one of my sister's shithead friends stole a bunch of her money collection, which my $2 bill was in. Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, I remember the $2 bill.
Yeah. I used to get every other week $2 bill allowance.
Wow.
Maybe it was every week. I don't remember.
And what would you save it or would you spend it on?
It depends. If we'd go like, I remember one year I saved up and bought Shadows of the Empire Nintendo 64 game.
Nice. That was a good game.
I still have it.
Really?
Yeah.
In the box? With manual?
No. I tried my best to keep the boxes, but then my brothers and my sisters and my parents were, why are you keeping that garbage? So I don't think I still have the box with the manual. I wish I did.
When I was younger, I kept all my games in the boxes because I mean, you think about it, the box of a 64 game or a Nintendo, Super Nintendo or a Nintendo game, like you wouldn't throw away the case to a PlayStation game.
No, you wouldn't. But cheap cardstock versus hard plastic, right?
I mean, if you have that Shadows of the Empire game, I think it's a $50 game in the box with manual, probably $175. Yeah. It's crazy how the price difference if you have it complete.
Yeah, if I could go back in time, I'd do things different.
Yeah, me too, man.
I would have bought.
I would have hung on to my stuff.
Would have put stock into Apple,
Apple stock, beef stock, chicken stock. I'm going to be a bullionaire. Bullion. That's a joke I like to say. Yeah, we did a lot of walking. I got my steps in. Yeah. 8457 steps.
Nice.
Yeah. Something. Oh, what was it? Is the war over?
No,
it's not. Hey, they keep saying it's over.
It's kind of a ceasefire, but it's kind of not. Last I heard is that Congress was going after Trump because this is an illegal war, but their excuse is that they're in a ceasefire, so it's not a war. Gas prices are still super high.
Yeah.
So it's just a shit show. And it's kind of funny because I've seen a couple of content creators make the parallel that Donald Trump is like Emperor Palpatine. And then I Googled that, and apparently Gavin Newsom, which he's a piece of shit, but he made the comparison last summer. And if you think of it, he is. There's a blockade, a U.S. blockade, just like in episode 1, blockading Iran and the oil. Well, they're not keeping it, but they're there, right? Iran's not shipping out their oil. Yeah.
Wow.
That makes Joe Rogan kind of like Jar Jar Binks.
That's funny.
It does.
That's a good comparison to Star Wars.
And then
I like that.
And then also makes Elon Musk kind of like Princess Amidala, Padme.
Yeah. I got her tattooed on my hand. Wow, yeah, that's crazy. I never thought of that.
Unwitting accomplices to Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the emperor.
Who would have thought? Who's Vader?
Who's Vader? Ooh, J.B. Vance, I guess, right?
Who's that guy that's in charge of war?
Oh, no. Just give me a second here. I saw a clip of him earlier in the week or last week where he's
like all gun-ho.
And he was also like, this isn't America's war. It was so ridiculous because it's like, you guys started it. Like, he wants Europe to jump in. It's like, you guys did this all on your own. But
yeah, war, I tell you. Did you check out switching topics, did you check out the book fair in Morden at all? At the event center?
It's still going on today, eh?
Yeah.
somebody messaged me that they had like 10 audiobooks there in a bag, and I was like, oh, that's cool. What books? And they never responded. So
I know they had some comics there. I was there for pallets on Thursday, and I hadn't open. It didn't open until 2, but they had a whole couple tables full of long boxes of comics.
oh really?
I never made it down to go look through them. I'm sure somebody else scooped them up, but that would have been fun to check out.
Yeah.
And then yeah. So I'm racking my brain. We haven't done a podcast in a minute. What's been going on with you?
I've been working this week. We've seen some sun, so
yeah, you look like you've got some color.
Yeah. It's been a cool week though. Like yesterday was nice, but all week was like highs of 7, and one day it was kind of snowing. So it's been interesting, but it's been nice to get all that fresh air. Yeah.
The lawnmower, a ride-on lawnmower, you zero turn that you use.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah, it's neat.
I like zero turn mowers. I did landscaping for a couple of years when I was in the city there, and I kind of miss it. Nice being outside. A lot of raking. Do you a lot of raking?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, some.
Depends
on the property.
Yeah, and you get a tour of these big mansions, these $1 million homes, and pretty cool. It's interesting, the clientele, and anyone bring you. And we used to have this. There was this one lady when I was landscaping. We called her Cookie Lady because she always brought cookies.
That's awesome.
Do you ever have anyone? Or there's another lady brought us muffins, like baked good. Like you go to these condo complexes where there's tons of houses, and then it's all in the one, and you do the lawn care. We were there for like 2 or 3 days a week. We would do just mowing the grass, and then there'd be people bringing us stuff. Sometimes people bring us McDonald's for lunch.
I haven't had anybody bring me anything yet, but a couple of summers ago when I was a garbage truck driver, I had a woman come out, give me a bottle of water and a Kit Kat. It was very nice of her. Yeah.
Oh man, that's my grandma's go-to, Kit Kats for tips. Kit Kat bars.
Yeah. It looks like Canada wants to start regulating the age of when minors can start using social media.
Really?
Yeah, it's interesting that incompetent government that can't manage the economy wants to start regulating the internet, but I think it should fall to the parents, really. But then again, I'm not a parent, so. But yeah, I don't think that if you're young, you shouldn't be on the internet on that capacity, right?
Right.
So, because you can tell, like, the internet is having negative consequences for the youth, let alone adults. Like, how many people do you know that are just, from...
Oh, myself included. I'm completely like brain rot.
Yeah.
From devices. Yeah, I try not to go on social media too much. I use it mostly for buy and sell, but
yeah,
it can become the doom scroll. Snapchat and Instagram, especially, you can start to doom scroll.
If you consume too much, it's...
And you don't know what's AI. Everything's AI these days. Oh, I'm the worst. I can't tell.
Have you heard of dead internet theory?
No, tell me.
So there'll be a point, and we may have already hit that point where there will be more bot accounts and AI accounts than there is humans on social media.
Really?
Yeah. And a couple of years ago, Elon Musk had said that up to 70% of Twitter accounts are bots.
Huh.
Yeah. So
Twitter bot accounts. Yeah, I believe that. I wonder how they can tell. Like, can they ban them or kick them out or delete their account if they can prove that it's a bot?
I know they did do a bunch of that when Elon bought Twitter, but I don't know how they can recognize if somebody's a bot account or not. And even like on TikTok, I run into, like, if you have a especially controversial TikTok video, I hit up the comment sections, and then you have people accusing other people of being bots. And then if you look at the account and if there's no videos and stuff, then it could be, or it could just be a person that wants to consume and not contribute, and it's a private person, right?
Right.
So, yeah. It's some people with their opinions are bizarre, though.
Yeah. I know people have been canceled, and well, we're kind of past cancel culture now, I guess.
It's
maybe a
kind
little
of
bit.
just funny now, right?
Yeah, I remember Gina Carano. She's fighting Ronda Rousey in the next couple weeks on Netflix. And do you follow UFC fighting at all? Do you know these names?
I know
Ronda
Ronda Rousey.
Rousey, yes.
I thought she was a wrestler now.
She is a wrestler. She's a wrestler, but it's a cash grab, and they're making money. Her and Gina Carano were at the top of their game in the UFC years ago, and so they're doing that. But Gina Carano had gotten canceled for saying during the pandemic, because she was in the Mandalorian.
Yeah. What did she say?
She said on X, on Twitter, I think this is before Elon bought it, but she said that it's like we're living in, she compared it to Nazi Germany. She compared pandemic, and then she got canceled. Disney canceled her. Disney dropped her.
A lot of governments have a lot to answer for. They wronged us as a people. Like I know that you don't see it the way I see it, but like
no, that's fine. Whatever. I just
as somebody who spent weeks alone, and like I went through major surgery a couple of days before the first lockdown, but to be condemned to solitary confinement for weeks on end is not humane treatment. And I know it was a health crisis.
Yeah, well, I think we thought that it was the right thing to do at the time.
I know, but looking back, it wasn't. And the first lockdown, the second one, yeah, they could have been justified, but the third and the fourth were like, that was, the science was out. We knew that. Like, so the thing about governments is they'll take control if you allow them. And yeah,
we fell for it. That's what Rogan always says. We fell for it. They got us. Not again. Never again.
I will always think of Joe Rogan as Jar Jar Binks now. And I like Joe Rogan. Don't get me wrong.
Me too.
But I just thought that was so amusing that, the comparison.
Jar Jar Binks. Lisa, Jar Jar Binks. Annie, where's your face, Annie? I just remember that Robot Chicken. Where Anakin and Jar Jar, it's my Jar Jar Binks impression based on Robot Chicken's sketch they did.
Robot Chicken was so good.
Still, I think they're still making them.
It could be.
I'm pretty sure they ended recently, but Robot Chicken's awesome. Just satire. What else? What else was a good show?
I was getting into Family or American Dad. There we go for a bit. Recently.
American Dad's good.
Yeah. But the Disney Plus account that I was sponging off of is no longer. So, but American Dad's better. Like back when it was new, I didn't really care for it, but now I thought it was pretty amusing. Family Guy, there's some real bangers too, but some are not so great. The last season of South Park, I didn't think it was great. Are you still into South Park?
Yeah, I watched the latest season. Yeah.
I'm super stoked for Rick and Morty. It's coming out in a couple months or this month.
Season 6 or season 7?
I think they're on to 8 or 9 now.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I haven't watched it in a while.
And they're actually
the first 5.
And they're coming out with a spin-off show with the president.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be good.
It is, yeah. The voice actor for the president, it's so good. He was like Spawn's voice from like the HBO Spawn.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the guy who voices the president.
Oh, man. Yeah, we saw those Spawn comics today at the garage sale. I thought you were going to buy them because you seemed excited when you saw them there.
I have a bunch of like graphic novel Spawns.
Okay, yeah.
And I highly doubt I still have, but I have there was 67 and 68. I Googled the price. They would never fetch that much.
Right.
And I just don't know. It's been a while since I been through the ones I bought as a teenager. And so yeah. Once I categorize my collection of comics, then I will, and I'm probably going to start selling them. But yeah, I paged through it. The art was nice, but it didn't really grab me. They were probably from the late 90s.
Yeah. Late 90s or 2000s. But at one point I had all the Spawns 1 to 300, I believe. Now they're in like 300 and something, I think.
Probably, yeah.
320 something, 330 something, but they're still making them. But yeah, I had 1 to 300 at one point, and got it in the collection that I bought and sold them. And there are some cover variants that are worth more than the first one. There's like first appearance of Angela, first appearance of Violator. What's that little guy? Twitch,
yeah.
Twitch, yeah. Yeah, Spawn was good. Spawn was a good series.
I wish they'd do a cartoon series.
Or a live action movie. There was supposed to be one not that long ago.
Todd McFarlane keeps on talking about it, but I just wish they'd just.
Michael Jai White's getting old. He might not be able to do it anymore.
Who?
Michael Jai White. That's who played Spawn the first one.
I don't think they're recasting him.
No, but I'm saying, they could.
Yeah.
Or who would be a good Spawn?
Jamie Foxx.
Yes. Oh, even he's getting old, man. What about who would be a good Spawn? I think Danny DeVito's getting old, but he'd be a good Violator.
Again, yeah.
What, again? He was Penguin. Violator was John Leguizamo.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
In the original one.
Speaking of the Penguin, I watched the Penguin miniseries
with Colin Farrell.
Yeah, surprisingly good.
That's what someone else was telling me the other day.
Like you don't see Batman. Batman's not in it at all.
That's fine.
But it's basically like a mob, like a drama, and I thought it was really good. And then they're doing a Clayface one next.
Really?
HBO, yeah.
And Penguin's on HBO, or is it on Netflix?
Yeah, no, it was an HBO show. Yeah.
Okay.
It's on Prime.
Yeah. Okay, I'll have to check out Penguin. Yeah, I've been sleeping on a lot of these shows. I've been watching The Cleaning Lady. It's about. Have you heard of that one? It's on Netflix. It's about this cleaning lady works for the cartel.
Okay.
And she witnesses something big, and then they're after her. So yeah, it's called The Cleaning Lady. It's really good. It's 4 seasons of that. So waiting for the new season of Outer Banks. I think if they're doing the 5th season, I'm not sure. What else I've been watching? I'm watching a lot of movies and Blu-rays, DVDs lately. Nice. Watching like old, like out of print ones and old classic movies. And I just started watching the movie Kids from 1995. It's a Larry Clark movie.
Okay.
Larry Clark was known for his like gritty kind of Gonzo style guerrilla shooting movies. Have you seen the movie Kids?
I don't think so.
No? It's about street kids in New York.
Okay.
Yeah, this one kid has AIDS and he's given AIDS. He likes to have sex with virgins and give them AIDS or something like that. Or not like on purpose, but that's part of the movie. It's gritty. Yeah, there's one guy. And these kids just drinking and smoking weed all day. And then, it follows a group of street kids.
Speaking of AIDS.
Oh, no.
No, I want to say on Ottawa, there was a man who had cancer and AIDS, and he is one of the first people that they have cured from AIDS.
From HIV.
Yeah, they used stem cells.
Really?
Yeah, stem cells, and they cured him of his cancer
wow.
and his AIDS. Yeah.
And it's curable. I've heard of people beating Hep C and other stuff, but HIV really, because they isolate the fat cells or something like that, just so that you still carry it, but it's not killing you. It's not eating you. Yeah, they isolate the fat cells in the AIDS virus or something like that.
In the 80s and the 90s, the treatment for AIDS and HIV actually accelerated. It was a cancer treatment that they were using for AIDS patients, and it actually killed them faster.
Really?
Yeah. It's bizarre. Fauci was involved with that too.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, Fauci.
The same Fauci that was behind the World Health Organization COVID response.
Dr. Fauci.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still can't believe. Well, I remember Trump got the first vaccine. Remember that when they televised that? Trump getting vaccinated.
Yeah.
And like he was there, he lifted his arm up, they gave him the shot. He's like, yep, see, it's fine. It's okay. I got it done. So he was trying to get other people to get it done too. Oh, Fauci. Yeah. I can't believe people, there are so many garage sales and people will sell anything and they'll ask ridiculous. Some were ridiculous prices. Some were really cheap prices. I just couldn't believe the amount of clothes people would rather than donate to a thrift store. They'd rather have a garage sale and try to make a few bucks to buy whatever, which is smart. It's recycling. But I'm excited for the Morgantown wide one. That'll be good.
Do you know when that one is?
I don't. I think it's later in May.
Yeah, I think it's like 2 or 3 weeks from now. Hopefully it's not the comic book
I hope not either.
Weekend, but
yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be fun too. Maybe I'll get another tattoo. Because like Clarissa's going to be there doing tattoos again.
That's awesome.
So that'll be. I got this lightsaber last time. Oh, I got tons of room still. And then I got this C-3PO there the second day, and this lightsaber the first day.
What else do you want? Like what do you want for the next one?
Oh, I want an R2 unit. Okay. R2D2, maybe Emperor Palpatine up here somewhere.
You want a Palpatine?
I want a Palpatine. This is the dark side. This is the Rebel Alliance. So I got so the yin yang. I got a few other little ones mixed in that aren't. Maybe get a Batman tattoo at some point.
You know, legs or you just doing?
Yeah, I want to get a Pokemon sleeve, leg sleeve, and a Batman one.
Nice.
Or Transformers, maybe.
Transformers.
Ninja Turtles. I don't know. I had so many nerdy ideas. I can't decide. But yeah, I'll get some legs yet. And I can't figure out what to put on my neck.
You want neck tattoos?
I do. I would like neck tattoos.
You want to become unemployable.
That's what they said about. They call these job stoppers, these hands. But I've never had any negative backlash on having tattoos.
Times have changed.
Times are changing, man. Criminal records do not matter anymore unless you have stuff, violent charges or stuff involving kids. But like drug charges, like I haven't been affected. Haven't had any backlash.
Good.
Yeah, no. Times they are changing. Was that Bob Dylan song?
Yeah.
Times they are changing.
You've seen the Watchmen movie, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
Songs on there.
Yeah, that's right. What's the? Oh shit! The guy with the face. The guy with the Rorschach. Yeah, the guy with the that was a good character.
Yeah.
Oh man, Watchmen. I remember reading those. Did you ever read the comics?
Yeah, I have it. Yeah, it is a thick read.
That's dense.
Yeah, it took me a while to get through there. It's an excellent comic book though.
Watchmen was good. Mystery Men. Remember? Did you ever watch the movie Mystery Men?
Yeah.
With Dane Cook was in there as the Waffler.
Yep.
Apparently, he showed up to the cat. Like it was supposed to, the Waffler, like it was supposed to be like a waffle, like riddles. That's what the Waffler was supposed to be. He showed up with a waffle iron and spatula, and he showed up to the audition like that, and they changed it because of they thought it was so funny. Right. The Waffler making waffles, and who was William H. Macy was in there as the shoveler.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good movie, man.
Apparently, somebody had thrown a lighter into a prop garbage can that was supposed to like light on fire, and it exploded in there.
Oh.
And then the guy who played the spleen played it off like it was one of his farts, and it was unscripted. But
really?
It made it to the cut of the movie, yeah.
Really?
It's been probably 2 decades since I've seen that movie, but I saw a reel a couple days ago about
Mystery Man,
yeah.
That's awesome. I like little things like that. What else? Oh, what was the? I had one the other day. I watched a movie and there was a little factoid like that. Like, I don't know. I just like little behind the scenes stuff like that in movies. That's why. Remember bonus? Well, now there's still bonus features on DVDs and Blu-rays, but like that's one thing you don't get from Netflix and Prime and Disney Plus, all these streamings. You don't get the bonus features on
bonus
movies.
Features, deleted scenes, and then the bloopers as well.
Bloopers are always great. Yeah, but now you have YouTube for that. There's always blooper reels of shows on YouTube.
Apparently, the commentary on the Ben Affleck movie with Bruce Willis, Armageddon? No, was it Armageddon or Deep Impact that those two were on?
Oh, Armageddon, they were both in.
Yeah. Apparently his commentary on that one is off the chart.
Oh, there's commentary.
He did commentary for it, yeah. Ben Affleck did. Yeah, and he kind of shits on the movie, and people thought it was great, and it kind of hurt his career a bit, but now people, like, there's a bit of a fandom just for Ben Affleck's commentary on Armageddon.
I'll have to check that out, okay. Yeah.
It's probably on YouTube if you want to check it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, it's one of those. Is it one of those where you queue it up on YouTube and then you press play on the movie at the same time?
I don't know if it's on the DVD or because like actor and director commentary, they tried to make a big thing like 15, 20 years ago, and it never really took off, right?
Kevin. Oh,
Kevin Smith, yeah. You gonna be okay?
oh, yeah. No, I'll be fine. Well, keep that in or edit that out. Sometimes these pouches is like having a napkin and Kleenex in your gums.
Energy drink and caffeine pouch.
No, nicotine pouch.
Okay.
No, I haven't hit the caffeine pouches yet.
You're a savage. You won't have a heart attack.
No, I'll be fine. Kevin Smith did commentary for Batman, the first 4 Batman films. He did Batman. He did commentary on YouTube. So you sync up the movie, and then like he says, when the first time the lion roars, you press play on the movie, and then it syncs up. Did you ever do the Dark Side of the Moon album with Wizard of Oz? Did you ever do that? Smoke a joint, and then they say that it, for the first however long the album is, like Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, no, I've heard about it.
Apparently, it matches pretty well with Wizard of Oz, the first little bit or whatever. But yeah, Kevin Smith did the commentary for Batman 1, 2, and then Forever and Robin, and it's pretty. Because he used to do the podcast Fat Man on Batman, or still does, maybe, I don't know.
I think it's called Fat Man Beyond now.
Oh, that's right, it is. But yeah. So I'm excited to start doing some editing with this, and then maybe we'll break up the other camera, and then that way I can put SD cards in this laptop and edit it that way. I have to find a good program to use to edit. What do you think a good program is? I'll have to Google it. Yeah.
I'm sure there's lots of free programs you can use.
Rather than, I'll have to check it out and then have fun with that. Then I'll get some drone footage of just around, and then I'll sync up, and then I can maybe throw some theme music, maybe get a theme song, throw some music in, find like some what do they call it? Unlicensed music to use as a intro and an outro. Put credits in there.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Yeah. There might be a lot of work. Probably going to be a lot of work editing. More work that I'm cut out to do, but we'll see.
Their skills, once you've learned them, though, they're transferable, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like we are well into the digital age, because like the more you learn, the better off you're going to be in the future when it comes to that sort of thing.
Tech stuff. Yeah. Fun. Yeah. It's exciting. Exciting new world. But yeah, it's a little disconcerting of where we're heading. Just like everything, like prices and inflation and everything, the way the world's going.
It's insane.
AI's taken over. Apparently, they're going to take jobs from people.
They took our jobs.
Oh, great South Park episode. They took our jobs.
I find it amusing that it's going to be hurting like more white collar jobs at first,
right?
Like accounting, and then hypothetically lawyers. And
could you imagine an AI lawyer?
It'd be better than a normal one. Maybe.
I don't know if that's going to be a thing. An AI judge? Could you imagine? It's turning into the movie Idiocracy.
It is, yeah.
Terry Crews is the president. That was awesome.
Yeah,
it was a good movie. Yeah. What did I watch this week? I watched Kids. I started that. I didn't finish it, but Kids, and what else did I get?
You ever watch The Expanse?
No. What's that about?
It's like a futuristic space, but like it's not like Star Trek or Star Wars. It's like it's more grounded in reality, I suppose.
Okay.
So you have Mars, which they're starting to try terraforming Mars. Then you have Earth, and then you have all these, they call them belters, but like generations of people that have lived out in space colonies, like on asteroids or whatever.
Right.
And some of them, like, you only see one character that has kind of mutated to acclimate to space in 0G. So like being on Earth's gravity is painful for him. So they're like they have him like slumped up with like bars underneath his arms because he can't fucking walk or move in Earth's gravity. and they're kind of like torturing him while they're questioning him. But yeah, so it's like, yeah, you have these three factions, and they're not really warring. It's more like a Cold War standoff between the three of them.
Okay.
But there's like a terrorist group that they're not like they don't represent all of the, like, they call them belters, but they're like basically people that hang out in the asteroid belt and mine shit there. And I started rewatching it because it ended. I think it ended in 2020, and I haven't seen it since then. And I was actually recovering from a major surgery, so I was hopped up on painkillers. So I didn't remember the first season or two that well. So yeah, no, I started watching that again. It's really good. Yeah,
to check that out. I watched the movie Party Monster this week, and I don't know if you've seen that. It's based on a true story. Michael Alec, he was like in the mid 80s to mid 90s. He was like a club kid, like the leader of the club kids in New York, like the club scene, like getting all dolled up and makeup and drag, and like they would go to clubs and just party and like raves and stuff like that. But then he ended up murdering somebody and going to jail for like 20 something years, and he got out like 10 years ago, and they did a documentary on Netflix called Party Monster, and it was based off of what the movie was based off of. It was a real documentary. But the movie came out in 2003, and Macaulay Culkin played Michael Alec, and Seth Green played James St. James, the other main character, and Wilmer Valderrama's in it. It did terrible. Like, it wasn't, but it had more of a cult following. But it was good. And they did a lot of ketamine, a lot of drugs and dancing and whatnot, and put these parties on. It was very kind of a lot of homosexuals in that. Nothing wrong with that. There's anything wrong with that. But
wrong with it. Yeah. When you say New York, I just assumed.
Oh, okay. New York club. Oh, that's funny. The New York club scene. But yeah, so there's that Seinfeld episode where he's like, that they think we're gay. No, there's anything wrong with that. No, my father's gay. George. They thought they were, somebody interviewed Jerry Seinfeld and then they thought when him and George, and they thought the interviewer thought they were a gay couple. So then, and then he got all offended. He's like, no, I'm not gay. Not there's anything wrong with that. They kept saying that. So that's what I always think of.
It's crazy how old people looked back in the 80s and not 90s, but like, even the 90s. Like when Seinfeld started, I'm pretty sure the actor who played George was only 31.
Yeah, Jason Alexander.
Yeah, and that's like,
he looks way old.
He looks like a hard 40 there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, people look a lot younger now.
When like you and I, we don't look like a day over 25, right?
I got ID'd not that long ago.
Forever young.
Cannabis shops have to ID you. I feel like they ID you a lot more than a vendor would. But when I was 25, I got ID'd at the vendor. And when I was like just a few years ago, I got ID'd at the cannabis shop. They're like, really? Oh man, I thought you for sure were under 18. I'm like, covered in tattoos and I'm balding. What 17-year-old has this hairline?
Whenever I get ID'd, I'm like, oh, bless your heart. Thank you.
Me too. It's a compliment. I mean, I'm almost 40. I'll be 40 on the 23rd, and so I'm. The big 40. So that's. We already talked about the dark. Speaking of the dark side of the moon, they went to the dark side of the moon.
Yep.
Do you believe that they actually went there?
I've said some stupid stuff on this podcast before,
as have I.
And like, I'm not saying we didn't. But I've been lied to so much in my life from institutions. It's not that I don't believe. It's just like, unless I'm going, I don't know. You know?
Yeah.
It'd be different if, like, instead of, Katy Perry, if they were sending some, normal civilians up to space, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, we're astronauts.
There was a joke on SNL UK about how Donald Trump tried like live streaming, or he tried like Skyping with them.
Really?
With them, and then but the feed cut off. Like, I guess the Wi-Fi in the soundstage wasn't that good.
I'm not saying we haven't been. I'm sure we have.
Why haven't we been? Well, there's proof. there's a reflector. Like Neil Armstrong put a reflector on the moon when they were there in the 60s, and they've bounced lasers off of it. So there's proof that they were there,
Yeah.
or at least got that reflector there. But like, yeah, I just don't know what the purpose of going all around the moon was.
Okay. As an intellectual,
Uh huh.
if I were, part of a government agency such as NASA, and we have achieved, space travel in 1969, and going, okay, well, about every 100,000 to 250,000 years, an asteroid hits Earth and almost wipes out all of life, right? So if we've been to the moon, it'd be smart to maybe get some nuclear deterrence on the moon
Right.
to deflect, or even like a rail gun. Like anything's better than nothing, right? Like it is a space station that we know we will never have to worry about the degrading of the orbit.
Right.
So it would just make sense that if we had some assets there, because we don't know like when the next extinction event will come for us. And it could be a month from now, it could be 10 years, it could be 100,000 years. We just don't know.
We don't know.
Right?
There's a lot of unknowns.
So I'm just saying the moon's there, it's dependable. Why don't we have, it boggles my mind. Like, why are we putting the Hubble telescope up in space? Like, why don't we have stuff on the moon pointed outward? I'm not saying weapons to harm. I'm just saying it'd be a lot easier to deflect, an
I know what you're
asteroid
saying.
if we had something there.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Put a cannon on the moon.
So I guess speaking that way, yes, I believe space exists. And
Yeah, for sure. They could totally put a space station on the moon.
Yeah.
Put a little civilization. It'd be expensive.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Everyone would have to have a suit.
I find it pretty amusing how in debt every nation is in the world. Like, we're all in debt. To who? Right?
I never thought of that before. We're all in debt. I wonder what the poorest country is. It's got to be like somewhere in Africa. Is that bad? It's got to be somewhere in Africa. South America, maybe the poorest country.
That's a hard one. I'm not quite sure. You're probably correct about Africa, but you hear horrible things. Like everybody's worried about the war in Iran and the war in Ukraine. Which don't get me wrong. If I were to have if I were to get superpowers this moment. Like Superman, I'd put an end to all hostility. Like, I'd be snapping bad people's necks left and right. But in Africa now, I haven't done the research, but I know there's been like an ongoing war / genocide. I want to say the Congo, but I could be incorrect on that, in Africa for like the last year or two. So, it's funny that media will only show you what they want you to see, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that space shuttle was going 3,000 miles an hour. They went around the moon, came back, landed safely in the Pacific Ocean. I just think that's awesome that they were. What was the space shuttle the Voyager? No, what was the one that blew up?
Challenger.
That's right.
There's been two that blew up. One when we were teenagers, too.
I think the Challenger was earlier on, right?
Yeah, that was before we were born.
Oh, okay.
80s, I think. Well, before I was born. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, and then yeah, but it's interesting. What are they going to do next? They went around the moons. Now what are they going to do?
It'll be a lot more practical once we have AI to the point where we can send robotics into space, because with the radiation and stuff,
right,
it is dangerous. So once we have robotics and AI to the point where we can send drones to the moon and have them build for us and set stuff up, it'll be a lot more practical and safer to establish bases and telescopes.
Well, they sent Mars rover. They sent rover to Mars.
Yeah.
That's crazy. How did they get a signal? What kind of technology do they have where they can, it's like having an RC car On Mars, how many miles away is
I
it?
don't think they'd be using radio waves. They're probably using lasers. Lasers.
Lasers. Oh,
Yeah, because laser goes the speed of light, which is a lot faster than radio waves.
right. Okay.
And then, yeah,
Hmm.
those
Fascinating.
rovers have they've surpassed. From my understanding, a lot of the rovers have surpassed their lifespan. Like I saw the tread of one; it's all eaten up by it's broken. But they're doing well. And like Voyager 2 is still broadcasting back to us.
Really?
Yeah.
Voyager 2. Which one's that one?
It just hit the outskirts of our solar system, and they've had to turn off several components to save on energy. But I'm pretty sure it's Voyager 2. They sent it in the 70s. It has a golden,
It's a satellite.
Yeah.
Okay.
well, not satellite orbits. It is a explorer, I suppose.
It doesn't orbit.
No, it doesn't orbit.
Okay.
It just hit Voyager 1 and 2 have just surpassed the outer edges of our solar system and have hit deep space.
Really?
Yeah.
And they're still sending signals back.
Yeah. And
Wow.
Voyager 2, I'm pretty sure, has a golden record that can be if or alien life finds it, they can play. They have some symbols. They have a record made out of gold that can play, and there's a sample of, I think, some of our music and some of our language. It's really quite
Wow.
fascinating. Yeah, unless it runs into something, it'll keep on going and going and going forever.
Wow. It's almost like a pod or something like that. It's not. It's not a satellite. Satellite orbits. How does a satellite orbit? Does it have propulsion on it, or?
Some I'm sure do, because when they orbit the Earth, your orbit degrades eventually, and most of the satellites that we have in the sky are in low orbit, right?
Okay.
So they had solar panels to collect energy from the sun. And
Right, okay.
But Elon Musk wants to set up data centers for AI on the moon, because if on the dark side of the moon it is minus 100 or more, right? Because in space, when the sun hits you, it's hot, but when you're in the shade of on the dark side of a planet or the moon, it's cold, right?
Mhm.
There's a vacuum space. So then if you have a data center on the moon, you're not going to have to worry as much about cooling your data centers. And then there's no atmosphere, so you can collect more UV energy in
Really?
space than on Earth. Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder so the dark side of the moon. So the moon, where was it? Were they going away? They were going away from the sun when they went around to the dark side of the moon. The sun's on the other side. Oh,
Sorry.
that's fine.
So
It's not like we're recording a podcast or anything.
I'll turn it on silent. Damn it! Okay. You know that here's the Earth, here's the sun. We orbit the sun, right?
Yeah.
And then the moon orbits us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So did they wait till the moon was at a certain point in order for them to go, so that they would have to be away from the sun? Because the sun could burn it up. I don't know.
The shuttle?
Yeah.
It's only maybe 100 degrees Celsius. I'm not a space expert, but
Right.
it wouldn't be hot enough to, let's say you had an airlock in space and you have a sheet of paper and you let it out into space. When the sun hits it, it'll probably turn it black and cook the carbon out of it eventually. But it's not like it's you can't combust in flame because you need oxygen, right?
Right.
But paper burns at, Fahrenheit. What is it? The book, Fahrenheit.
9/11.
9/11 was the documentary.
Oh, okay.
About 9/11.
Oh yeah.
It's under 200 degrees anyway that paper combusts. But yeah, I want to say space in the hot, and of course the closer you get to a star, the hotter it will get. But there's no ambient heat. You walk outside and it's hot because the sun hits the Earth, and then we have an atmosphere that encloses all the temperature, right?
Right.
So when you're not, like, even if you're on the dark side of your shuttlecraft, you're going to be fucking cold. But that's why you wear big spacesuits that are heated and or cooled with water pumps and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Fascinating.
You know, the first thing, not the first thing, but the first thing that we sent into space was?
What's that?
So in the 1940s or 50s, they were doing nuclear tests underground. And they had a nuclear bomb underground, and there was a manhole cover. So the bomb's down there, and then, like, you know how streets have manhole covers? Well, they did the calculations, and that fucking manhole cover definitely hit into space. It may have burnt up before it got into space, but hypothetically, that was the first thing that we sent out.
Really?
Yeah. And if it didn't burn up, leaving our atmosphere, it's probably still flying out there in the vacuum in space.
Really? Yeah. A manhole cover?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Can you imagine if you're just an alien cruising around and your ship just gets dinged by this piece of cast iron that's charred and half melted from a nuclear blast, covered in radiation? And what are those damn apes doing there on that blue ball?
That's funny.
It is hilarious.
A manhole cover. That's what we said. And then didn't they send a monkey into space at one point?
A monkey, a dog. I feel so bad. Like, why the fuck would you do that to mammals?
They send humans. We're mammals.
I know, but like, test on lower life forms like
mice or rats.
No, those are still mammals. I'd say like chickens or lizards first.
Are those not mammals?
I believe like the Buddhists and some forms of Christianity believe in levels of souls. So insects would be down here, same as like jellyfish, even lower. They don't have brains, right?
Right.
But it basically goes fish, insects, lizards, and then mammals, right? Like,
right.
I look into a dog's eye; it has a fucking soul, right? Dogs, cats, chimpanzees, capybaras, like all those. It could be that we're mammals too, and I have a bias, but like, no, I think that like those furry critters that love you back have some form of soul. It might be a lesser soul than in humans, or who knows, dog souls could be a higher form of soul than humans. We don't know anything about souls really other than our own introspection.
Right? Do you believe that Joe Rogan has that bit about dolphins, how dolphins are smarter than humans? They just don't have arms and they can't live on land. Like, because if you think you've never heard about someone, people go fishing and they accidentally catch sharks, and no one's ever accidentally caught a dolphin.
Yeah, they do. That's why cans of tuna have a dolphin on it to say that it was.
Oh, but in nets. But I'm talking about like fishing line.
Okay, yeah.
Like no one's ever accidentally caught it. Like they know. You think if you would, and then the Joe Rogan bit was if you had dangled cheeseburgers from the sky, eventually one person would be like, "I got it."
You're right. That'd be me. I'd be like, "Oh, I'm so hungry."
Yeah.
Can you imagine a floating cheeseburger and trying to latch on it with your, like, you'd grab it with your hands. You wouldn't
but still. And then so like dolphins have like,
dolphins aren't that smart.
You don't think so?
If they have a higher form, they have more serotonin in their brains.
Okay.
But like, they're also rapists.
That's true. I've heard that.
Male dolphins just gangbang female dolphins. So,
or humans even. I've heard of that too. Like people go swimming with dolphins and getting humped by.
Back in the 70s, they were doing a research on dolphins, and they did like this home that had, so that these scientists were living with dolphins, and it was like, so the house was like partially submerged with water, so the dolphins could make it around.
Right.
And one of the female scientists would routinely give this one dolphin a handy.
Really?
And then he committed suicide later.
The scientist did.
No, the dolphin. Yeah.
How did the dolphin commit suicide?
Ramming its head into something, or sometimes they can drown themselves.
Really?
Yeah. No, like
that's fast. That's weird.
We should not be keeping whales or dolphins in captivity.
No, I agree with you, because like did you watch Blackfish? Did you see that documentary about Shamu and all the dolphins in SeaWorld? I've
heard a little bit about it, but
the killer whales killing humans and stuff like that.
Ooh, that reminds me. I saw a thing on the news that they have found evidence of a cannibalistic killer whale. they found 2 dorsal fins with attack marks from another killer whale.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh. Interesting.
it is. It's dark.
There was that thing, forced cannibalism. Not Mark Zuckerberg, but did you ever watch the Social Network, that
I've
movie?
been meaning to, but no, I haven't seen
It's
it.
good. It's about the creation of Facebook and how it it started in like 2003 or something like that, like where Mark Zuckerberg got the idea, or he stole the idea from the Winklevoss twins, and there was a bunch of people he got sued by like 4 people, and he had to pay out a bunch of people, but one guy, I guess, had to get into a fraternity, had to take care of a chicken for a week, and he got caught feeding the chicken. He was eating chicken at a restaurant,
Yeah.
and he was feeding this chicken, and it was forced cannibalism, and he got in trouble for that or something.
Chickens will just do that, though.
They'll eat anything. They'll eat mice.
Oh yeah, back when I was I grew up on a bit of a farm, and we'd get 100, 150 chicks in springtime, and then in fall we'd butcher them and fill up the freezer. And it was better. It's better than store bought. You know exactly the diet, the quality of life.
Yeah.
Like these chickens, they lived high quality life, but overnight the chickens would go into the roost, and they'd have a fenced in area outside, and then there'd be these stand feeders you dump the feed in. But overnight, crickets and grasshoppers would go chill out underneath the feeders. And the chickens, they never really wanted anything to do with you, so they'd always be away.
Right.
But you'd move the feeder, and they'd see there was bugs in there, and they'd rush up. Blah, blah, blah. Same thing if you throw a mouse or a snake or a frog. I never did that, but I've heard enough stories.
Yeah.
You throw it in there, and like it. Having livestock is a great way to get rid of like food scraps, like,
Right.
All your food scraps go into a pail, you bring it out to the chickens or the hogs, and it's a treat for them, right?
Right.
Potato peels and carrot and blah, blah, blah. But chickens, like the larger ones, will gorge themselves when they're too young, and they'll get so fat they'll cripple themselves so they can't walk. And then since they can't walk, other chickens will start pecking at their face and their neck, and then that's a lame chicken that you can't. It's garbage.
Done.
It's done. It's dead, or it's going to die. So you gotta euthanize it humanely.
Yeah. Fascinating.
Yeah, but yeah, like some animals, like chickens, will eat themselves kind of dead. Well, like a lot of animals will eat themselves to death, including mankind.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of that, remember all those baked goods we saw today?
Oh.
Everyone, there was some, I can't remember, I don't know what they all were, but that was so hard for me not buying a whole bunch of snacks for later or whatever like that.
That one house, they were Spanish, or they must have been maybe South American or Mexican. They had homemade tortillas. Which
I saw that.
I've made tortillas before at home. Maybe I'll do some cooking this weekend, but we'll see. But they had this red sauce, and I didn't recognize the name of it, but I wanted to try it so badly. But I'm glad I have a family dinner tonight, so I'm glad I resisted the urge.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I haven't eaten yet today. My stomach's been growling this whole time. I've been probably get Subway or something like that.
Oh yeah, sweet onion chicken teriyaki.
I've been into the cold cut combos lately. Double meat.
Nice.
Are you a Subway guy?
I love all food.
Get the double meat?
No.
And they put double meat down there or whatever. Yeah, no, food is I like food. Food is good.
Have you ever had a classic Cubano sandwich?
No.
So it's supposed to be a crusty French roll.
Okay.
Ham and pulled pork, mustard, pickle, and I want to say melted cheddar cheese. And I guess Cuban immigrants that came to like Florida, it got popularized from and I'm a bit of a chef, right, in my former career path.
As am I, yeah.
And I've consumed podcasts, and that's where I discovered the Cubano sandwich. So
I've heard of it.
Yeah, no, I love sandwiches.
Sandwiches are great.
There's a good thing, like that song, I love sandwiches.
Yeah.
So
eat them all the time.
And it's too bad that bread is so bad. Not bad for us, but like white flour is not great for you. But
wheat in general.
Well, I think it's more so the glyphosate, and it's, whole grain flour is more of a whole food, right? Versus white flour is bleached and blah, blah, blah. So
You going back to food, like, or staying on the topic of food, like when we've gone to Chinese buffet before.
Oh,
Now they say that Chinese food is a bastardized American version
Mhm.
of actual. Like, what do you think of that? Like, if you would go to China and get China some of these dishes, would they be different
Oh, for sure.
than they would be here? Like,
Yeah.
they tone it down here for.
I'm sure like beef and beef and broccoli. I know is like a classic dish,
Mhm.
but like in Western culture, meat was the center point of our diet, right? Growing up,
Right.
You know, you'd have your roast beef or your ham and
Meat
your
and potatoes, yeah.
and bread, and then some vegetables. In their culture, I guess rice was more of the center.
Okay.
But they also like. I would love to do traveling to China and Japan,
Oh, yeah.
and but I'm also allergic to shellfish, so
And that's a
actually-
big thing out there.
Yeah, although I want to start buying shrimp flavored potato chips because they use actual shrimp, right? The season, and apparently you can desensitize yourself to shellfish allergies through exposure therapy. So
Really?
yeah, so
Interesting.
because I loved shellfish as a child.
So you got the allergy later in life.
Yeah, like I was 18, 19, and I had like there's a couple times where I had it and I got like, oh, my throat is itchy and it feels like it's closing. Or I was working with this one chef who did like a crawfish boil. It was just a bunch of seafood.
Mhm.
But yeah, and he ate a bunch of it and he gave me some to try, and I tried it, and then I got a bit of a migraine, and then I violently vomited. So
wow.
yeah.
And did you get a rash or your throat closed up or anything like that?
It was not like anaphylactic shock,
Right.
But I felt like very close to being like, I should probably head to the ER.
And did you?
No, I never did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you ended up you just got some.
It's self-diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure it's a shellfish allergy.
Yeah, I've been pretty lucky. I'm not allergic to anything. Well, penicillin, which I developed a penicillin allergy later in life. Just a few years ago, I remember taking penicillin for something, and then having to go to the ER because I had this rash all over my body, pretty bad rash. And they said, "Oh, it looks like allergic reaction, penicillin." So they gave me a different antibiotic when I needed it, and or was it? Yeah. What do you? How do you think we're doing on time?
I think we're good.
Yeah,
We're probably in an hour.
we're around an hour for sure. You want to wrap it up there?
If you want to.
Yeah. All right. It's been another episode of Spaced Out the Podcast, episode 9. We'll catch you on the next one. Hour and 2 minutes.
Awesome.